Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge.
All I got is bourbon.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it with honestly, I guess it's part 2, right? So I did an episode not too long ago called 5 bourbons that just never disappoint, right? So 5 steady Eddie bourbons that, were, just great, fantastic whiskey that you can pretty much get for the most part, most stores, not every single store, but for the most part. And they don't always break the budget as well, right? They don't break the bank. Not that the whole episode was like budget friendly, but they were not more than like $50 or $60. So we're going to go ahead and go with part 2. Someone dropped a comment and said, Judge, you should do the same exact episode, but for Ryes. So we're going to go ahead. Hey, we got green on. Let's go ahead and do, let's do part 2. So I'm going to give you 5 Ryes that never disappoint. Now, the only difference, though, for this episode, I am actually going to end it with an asterisk, right? I am going to end it with an asterisk. And it's only because this particular bottle, I will call, this brand is kind of like the new kid on the block. They've been around for the last, 6-7 years, but in the last 2 to 3 years, people are really starting to, acknowledge that they're putting out some kick-ass whiskey. So my asterisk is going to be a newer brand, a craft distillery, and this particular bottle is slightly harder to find and just a little bit more expensive. But the rest of these, for the most part, no more than $50, $60. This is not all about budget friendly. This is just about great, fantastic Ryes that you can always count on. Cool? All right, here we go. And by the way, these are not ranked in order. So I'm not saying number 1 is better than number 2, 3, 4, 5. These are just 5 that, for me, these are my go-to Ryes. Day in, day out. Not super fancy, not super allocated, and all that kind of stuff. All right. Judge, what is number 1? So number 1 on my list, I guess from the price standpoint, it's probably the most budget friendly of all of these. $30, $35 bottle, just kind of depending on exactly where you get it, taxes and all that kind of good stuff. But honestly, it comes from a very reputable brand, a bottle that honestly, you can pour this, you can sip it neat, you can sip it with either in a cocktail, and that's it's very flexible, right? So this whiskey, this bottle is very flexible, and the proof point is also very flexible, and I love that. Number 1 on the list, Old Forester 100 proof rye whiskey. I'm telling you, boy, when you think about a flexible whiskey, this rye whiskey is extremely flexible. You truly can sip it neat. You can throw it into a cocktail no matter what you're making. I don't care if you're making an old fashioned, Manhattan, anything, right? There's a ton of different whiskey related drinks out there. You can put this in any type of a whiskey mixed drink, and it's going to bring home the value. Plus, it's going to be a fantastic pour if you sip it neat as well. So, number 1, Old Forester 100 proof rye whiskey. Great bottle of whiskey. That's number 1. All right, number 2. So number 2 is actually, I'm going to call it a staple. And I'm calling it a staple because when I made my, when I transitioned over to rye whiskey, and I was like, you know what? I'm really starting to love rye whiskey. This is a bourbon drinker's rye whiskey. It's something that it has tons of chocolate and leather in it, and it makes a rye whiskey so much more approachable versus your traditional rye whiskey that can be very much minty, peppery, and so forth. This one is not that. It's not that. It is definitely a bourbon drinker's rye whiskey. So number 2, what is number 2, Judge, and why? Number 2, gotta go, Pikesville. $55 bottle of whiskey, depending on where you get it. It could be a couple dollars more, a couple dollars less. Again, depending on where you live, your state, taxes, all that good stuff. But when you talk about a great quality whiskey, one that I'm telling you, boy, at 110 proof, this is the perfect rye whiskey. It might be one of the best overall rye whiskeys that you can always trust, right? This, to me, truly fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. One of the best, I would say one of the best bottles from Heaven Hill. As a Heaven Hill sub-brand, always brings it home. Definitely. All right. Let's keep this train going. Judge, what is number 3 and why? So number 3, this one, I know a lot of people are probably thinking it's actually going to be Knob Creek. Unfortunately, Knob Creek did not make this list. So I'm going to call that out right now. Knob Creek is not on my list. I want to change up a little bit. Number 3 is coming from a craft distillery. This one, $35 bottle of whiskey, for rye whiskey, obviously. Maybe $40, just kind of depending on where you get it from. But I honestly think it's great quality whiskey. I think this craft distillery, I do think they do a great job, honestly, of producing fantastic quality whiskey. And I love everything that they put out. This bottle also checks that box as well. Number 3, Woodinville. This is Woodinville's 100% straight rye whiskey, 90 proof. Now, I will say for this one, it is 100% rye whiskey. So where Pikesville is a little bit softer, a little bit more approachable, this definitely has a lot more natural elements of rye whiskey. When you think of a rye, more minty, a little bit more peppery as well, but it's also as a small batch. It's only 90 proof, so it's not going to have that very boldness to it. It's definitely going to be a little bit more spicy, a little bit more earthy, if you will. But to me, I think this is actually a fantastic bottle. I really do. That is my number 3. All right. Before I get to number 4, 5, and the asterisk, real quick, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know what are your favorite 5 rye whiskeys that you share with friends, you love to enjoy yourself. They could be allocated expensive ones as well. Is your list. So drop me a comment. And last but not least, please make sure you all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cheers. Woo! Pikesville never disappoints. All right. Number 4. So number 4 is, I would say, everything that they make, which is primarily Ryes, not everything, but primarily. Now they started to change it up a little bit. But number 4 is fantastic. And I personally don't care which version you try, no matter if it's the 8, 9, 10 year, one of their finished products, the small batch, a single barrel, everything from this brand, who is historically known as a rye whiskey brand only. Sagamore. This is a Sagamore 10 year. When I say Sagamore puts out quality whiskey, folks, I'm telling you, their whiskey is absolutely top notch. I'm going to go ahead and say, because this is the 10 year, but I grabbed the 10 year. I've had the small batch, the 8, the 9, the double oak. I mean, everything is amazing. They were using MGP whiskey for a long time, and they still are just starting to kind of, fall off from that. However, I've tried their 6, 7, even I think they're up to now 8 year, even their own distillate. It's probably at the same level, if not better. So when I tell you Sagamore is here to stay, I am telling you their whiskey is legit, and I mean legit. Take it, capital, bold, underline, whatever you gotta do. Sagamore whiskey is legit. Let it be known. That is number 4 on my list. All right, let's keep this train going. Let's go that way. All right, Judge, what is number 5? What is number 5 and why? So the last one before we get to the asterisk, number 5 comes from a brand. Everyone loves this brand, right? I mean, everyone loves this brand for the most part. I should say everyone, but most people out there love this brand. I love this brand as well. I'm telling you, what I love about this whiskey is the fact that this one you can find pretty much any store. Whenever you find it, it's going to be no more than anywhere $55, $65, maybe $70. Again, it's just going to depend on what state you're in. Obviously, some states are a little bit more expensive, like California versus, East Coast, like Delaware, New Jersey, and so forth. But you can find this anywhere. If you get it at a Costco, it's not going to cost you $65, $70. It's probably going to cost you low 50s. So I love that too. And it's available. And each and every batch is always amazing. Let me repeat that. Each and every batch is always amazing. Number 5, can't go wrong. Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Tennessee Rye Whiskey. It's just special, special, special. Did I say special? Special. All right. So, Judge, what is your asterisk and why? So, again, as I mentioned earlier, this one comes from a craft distillery. It's my asterisk for 2 reasons. Number 1, slightly harder to find, and number 2, slightly a little bit more expensive. Now, not too bad. It's a $75 bottle. Again, depending on where you get it from and so forth. $75 bottle. But when I first had to pour from this, I was like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It is a double oak rye, but this bottle at $75, the new kid on the block, I'm telling you folks, this bottle is here to stay. If you have not tried it, please, I beg you, please try it at a bar, ask a friend who might have who has a bottle of it to give you a sample and hook you up. My asterisk is amazing. I'm so glad I own a bottle of this, and I'm already on the hunt looking for a second one. None other than the Hard Truth Sweet Mash Rye Double Oaked. Oh my goodness. This bottle is legit. Truly legit as they come. I'm telling you, this Double Oak, it's everything. It's truly everything. It is pretty damn special. So this is my asterisk. Fantastic, fantastic, literally fantastic. All right, my friends. Hey, as we say in this courtroom, peace, cheers, most important, salute. Take care. See you guys.